15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
That's not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
Today, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Katt Williams didn't just throw subtle insults. He set the whole industry ablaze. In a single 3-hour interview, he said things that no one in Hollywood would ever dare voice publicly. His critiques weren't limited to colleagues. He specifically targeted Kevin Hart, labeling him as fake and power-driven, and claimed the world's biggest comedian had compromised his integrity to reach the top. Yes, that's exactly what he alleged. What began as a conversation about comedy quickly turned into a full-scale exposé of Hollywood, a clash of truth, pride, and influence. So how did two of the most successful black comedians of their generation go from mutual admiration to open conflict?
Big Dick Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
And why does Katt Williams insist that Kevin Hart isn't who the public believes him to be? To understand, we need to look deeper. For years, Hart and Williams represented contrasting sides of comedy. Kevin portrayed the polished, family-friendly, corporate image, while Katt embodied the raw, unfiltered voice of the streets. Both are legendary, both are icons, but only one became a billionaire superstar. According to Williams, that outcome wasn't just luck.
The reason I don't do Big Tigger is because I had a tumor in my upper jaw and they had to take it out and they had to block the whole right of my sinus with a piece of metal. So ever since I got out the Marine Corps, I can only breathe out of one nostril, boy. I get my blood tested every 3 months for the last 15 years. All narcotic tests have come up 0.00%. I'm 44 years old, little Tigger. You look up my rap sheet. I have never had a DUI or a possession of anything, not even the I do every day. See, when you real, you can tell the truth about anything or...
In early 2024, Katt Williams appeared on an interview with Shannon Sharpe that would shift the conversation entirely. Fans were anticipating laughs, nostalgia, and old anecdotes. Instead, Katt arrived ready with evidence and confrontation. No jokes, no sugarcoating, just unfiltered truths. And one of his most explosive points was directed straight at Kevin Hart. Williams claimed that Kevin didn't just play Hollywood's game. He embodied it.
He then said that, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you wouldn't do, for...
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. You have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning.
You look good.
No, that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. But at the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
He accused Hart of doing whatever was necessary to maintain his position, even if it meant compromising his own principles. Williams spoke about humiliation, secret practices, behind-the-scenes deals, and the darker aspects of Hollywood, where compliance is often rewarded over genuine talent. In Katt's eyes, the era of exposing major wrongdoers had arrived, and Kevin Hart was firmly on that list.
Today, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
This wasn't just playful jabs. It was a bold declaration that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. This conflict didn't appear overnight. It had been brewing for years. Let's rewind to 2018, when Katt Williams first began targeting Hollywood's power dynamics, claiming the industry manufactures stars instead of letting genuine talent rise naturally.
A conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on and, what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. And it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
Of the industry plan, prompting Kevin Hart to strike back fiercely on The Breakfast Club. Hart labeled Katt a hypocrite, arguing that Williams had sabotaged his own career with poor behavior, missed performances, and a tendency to blame others. Don't point fingers at Hollywood. Look at yourself, Hart said. His rebuttal aired live on national radio, went viral online, and drew widespread public attention.
Male black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headlined 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
They love real.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No.
Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give...
That incident painted Katt as the bitter veteran while casting Kevin as the successful, grounded figure. But Williams never let that embarrassment fade from memory. He stepped away from the spotlight for a time, only to return with renewed intensity. Fast forward to 2024. Katt walks into Shannon Sharpe's club, Shay Shay, with purpose. He speaks neither loudly nor jokingly. His tone is calm, almost too calm. The audience senses it immediately. This isn't comedy anymore, it's a confession. Williams asserts that Kevin Hart's rise wasn't organic, it was meticulously orchestrated.
And off making 85 million. I was over here not making 85 million, but it's all good. I don't mind $1 million a month and keeping my soul. And as long as Richard Pryor was able to be the king of comedy and a crackhead, they gonna continue to say maybe I am. But again, I urge you, and there's a you can do that'll get you Katt Williams level. You should OD on it tonight.
Katt Williams recently went viral for calling out Hollywood's hidden rules, claiming the industry replaces outspoken talents with controllable ones. He pointed fingers at Kevin Hart, alleging that Kevin's meteoric rise wasn't just luck or talent, it was compliance. Katt referenced a famous incident. Years ago, Kevin swore in interviews that he would never wear a dress for a role. Then came Saturday Night Live, and there he was in full drag. Fans and Katt saw it not as comedy but as a Hollywood test, a ritual proving obedience over principle. Katt called Kevin a puppet, a carefully groomed replacement for stars who refuse to bend, like himself. According to Katt, the timing of Kevin's rise is suspicious. In the mid-2000s, Katt was selling out arenas, starring in films, and commanding specials. Then scandals hit, arrests, rumors, and bad press. Almost overnight, Kevin Hart appeared in the same studios, with the same directors, and captured the audiences Katt once dominated. Conspiracy or not, fans found the narrative plausible. Katt claimed Hollywood engineered this swap, using Kevin to maintain control of the industry while silencing free voices. Kevin's response was subtle but deliberate. He stayed mostly silent, but his public appearances, courtside jokes, and media interviews sent coded messages. He wasn't intimidated. Kevin built an empire, movies, tours, brands, all without losing his cool. Meanwhile, social media erupted. Half sided with Katt, praising his courage to speak truth to power. The other half defended Kevin, recognizing his strategic brilliance. Discussions resurfaced past examples of industry pressure on Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, and Martin Lawrence, reinforcing Katt's point. Outspoken stars often get labeled unruly, while the compliant ones rise. The feud exposes a deeper Hollywood truth. Fame comes with invisible rules. Katt represents rebellion, refusing to play along. Kevin symbolizes mastery of the system, bending just enough to thrive. Their clash isn't about comedy. It's about freedom, control, and survival in an industry that punishes defiance. Katt may have lost wealth and fame, but he kept his voice. Kevin gained the world while navigating every trap. Both show what it costs to challenge or comply with the machine. So, what do you think? Did Katt Williams expose Hollywood's secret, or is this just another celebrity feud? Comment below with your thoughts, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The Hollywood war isn't over, and we'll be here covering every shocking twist. Stay tuned.